Good wishes, dear students. The concept you will be learning in today's class is a follow-up of the previous class that was based on formation of interrogatives using auxiliary verbs. As I told you, if you remember, formation of interrogatives is very easy provided we can divide the types of verb into 5 categories. Auxiliary verb, when we say, remember these 5 words alone. So in a given sentence, or when you read a paragraph, in a particular sentence, if you find any of these words, it stands for making use of the auxiliary verb. Have verbs, when we say has, have, and there is one more had, but I'm not talking about the had category right now. When I take the tenses, I will give you the importance of it. Only remember, has is used for singular, have is used for plural. Under do verbs, 2 words are there: do, does, did. Usually these 3 are utilized along with the main verb to form a statement or to form a question. And one more type will be modal verbs. When we say, as I told you in the previous class, plenty of words are there. To remember few: can, could, shall, should, will, would. So the other day you learned detailing how to form a question from a statement to question, or how to speak in English forming a question, making use of the auxiliary verbs. So today I am going to show you based on have verbs and a modal verbs. Have verbs, when I say, once again I'm stressing, just 2 words you need to know: has and have. There is a third word, had, but I'm not talking about it right now. Once I give you the importance and their position in the formation of a sentence while teaching the tenses, then we will talk about this category of forming a question. So has we always use for singular. Have we always use for plural, except with the word I. So now moving on to the question category, using have verbs, how to form a interrogatives. Read the sentence: the doctor has just left the clinic. Now as you know, the doctor is a subject, has is a have verbs. Here, as I told you, you needn't bother anything after the types of verb that I'm giving you as a clue. Just left the clinic and all, you needn't bother. Just pay attention to the first part of the sentence and the types of verb present. The moment you see has, how to, this is a statement because the doctor has just left the clinic. You have to convert it into a question. So what should you do? Just bring down this has in front. Take the doctor after the has. So the doctor has will become, has the doctor just left the clinic? It becomes a question. Moving on to one more category. He has never seen such a wonderful sight is a statement. How to change into a question? You can see the word has there. So just interchange it. He has will become, has he never seen such a wonderful sight? Moving on to the third one. I have finished the canvas painting. Please remember, since I told you has should be used only for the singular, it's wrong to say I has finished. I will tell you why we shouldn't use has when I take the tenses. For the timing, you just remember the clue. I will always followed by have. Similarly, I is writing is wrong. I am writing should be used. So those details I'll teach you in the next class when I take about the tenses. So I have finished this canvas painting. So subject have is the question verb here. How to change that? Have I finished this canvas painting? End with a question mark. The next one, they have cleared the cupboard. Subject, have verb is given, interchange it. Have they cleared the cupboard? So this becomes your have verb and they becomes your subject here. So very easy. I hope that you all are able to understand what I'm telling you. So forming the statement into a question or a question into a statement. How will you convert this question into a statement? Just interchange it. The doctor first, has second. So when you change it, it becomes the doctor has just left the clinic becomes a statement. So interchanging is easier. Moving on to the modal category, using modal verbs, how to form the question. Same rule. Ram can take you to the airport. Now, Ram is a subject, can is a modal verb. MV stands for modal verb. How to form a question? Can Ram can becomes a statement. Can Ram take you to the airport becomes a question. The remaining part of the statement, leave it as it is. I shall come home tomorrow is a statement. How to form a question? Take the modal verb in front. Shall I come home tomorrow becomes a question. You will agree with me is a statement. Subject followed by modal verb. How to form a question? Modal verb followed by subject. Will you agree with me? You will agree with me statement. Will you agree with me is a question. The next one, Radha could help me to solve the problem is a statement. How to convert it into a question? Could Radha, could is a modal verb. Could Radha help me to solve the problem? End with a question mark. Now some of you might be thinking, why am I talking about formation of an interrogatives? Be it a competitive exam point of view or your other school exams, you have a question of identify the error or spot the error and rewrite the statement correctly. Sometimes they will give you a statement and ask you to change into a question, or a wrong order of the words must be given in the question. So if you know these rules, you will know how to identify whether it's a question or a statement. To give you the words, I will be teaching you separately on the category of modal verbs, but for the timing you remember these are the few modal verbs or a modal auxiliaries. Can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must, ought, used. So all this I will be teaching you in the upcoming classes. So I hope you are thorough with how to form a question, making use of the auxiliary verb, have verb and a modal verb. As I told you, these two will work together for the formation of a question. So in the next class, I will take in detail. Thank you.